Alright, we had some technical difficulties yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed off I couldn't drop a video yesterday. But everything good, I'm back in effect. I got another story for y'all. The story is about self-harm. I spoke on it a little bit, my addiction story, so I'm gonna be touching that a little bit. But I'm gonna go in depth and I'm gonna give you details on why I did it, when I stopped, how it affected the people around me when I was doing it. Let's get into it. I go by D-Jack, but you can call me D. Call me D. You wanna know why my headphones is better? I bet it can't do that. I know y'all used to me just going straight in, but before I start, I wanna let anybody out there know, just because I do YouTube content doesn't mean that I still don't like to create. I still do logos, thumbnails, tattoo designs, anything that you may need involving graphic design. I'm your guy. I do it all. I know a lot of y'all don't be going into that description box. I rarely do it. I'm gonna start putting up my Instagram and everything like that, so if anybody want to DM me personally and hit me up, that'd be the way to get in touch with me. And also, if y'all like that intro song, I saw somebody spoke on it in the comments the other day. That song is called Hard Floor by an artist named Callme. I put the link inside the description, so if you want to listen to the full song, go and check that thing out. I know I said in my last video, heard somebody say black people don't do that. And I used to be that ignorant. You know, I used to be ignorant to think that only white people did it. And I gotta be honest. I told you I'm gonna be transparent, so I gotta be honest and say and admit to my ignorance that I only thought that was like a white person thing. Why? I don't know. Maybe the people around me told me or something. Or when I heard about it or seen it, it was always a white person doing it. All this is around the same time. Starting popping pills, the breakup happening with my girl, and I was back and forth from my dad crib to my grandma crib to my uncle crib. Like I was literally bouncing around. Like I was kind of lost in a sense, you know. So going through that breakup, man, it tore a hole in me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is why, because losing my mom in 06, I didn't properly grieve. When I first found out my mom passed, we was in the house, me and my older brother. You know, my mama had just left like a couple of hours ago to go to work. We wake up in the morning, do our regular routine, clean up, we eat, whatever. I'm in there watching TV, so knock at the door. Police, they come in, they ask us how old we are. When I told him I was 14, he kind of just... When I say, bro, I thought that my mom was going to get in trouble for leaving us home alone. I was 14, my older brother was 16. I didn't feel like we would get in trouble, but that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking we about to get hauled off to foster care. And when he was like, your mom was in a car accident, and the first thing I'm thinking is, we got to go to the hospital, y'all. We got to go to the hospital. And she didn't make it. I couldn't compute or fathom them words, bro. I ran into her room. I ran straight into her room, jumped on her bed. I balled up in her covers. You know, I probably cried for an hour until a family member came in and got me. Losing a mother, a parent, period, is devastating. Even if you wasn't close to your parent, it'll still devastate you. So being around this parent every day and y'all got a good relationship, you know, y'all really close, the whole funeral process was a blur to me. I can barely remember the funeral. I was in autopilot the whole time. After that day that I cried, I probably cried 3-4 times here and there out the blue, just a spur of the moment cry. I never talked to nobody. Anytime somebody did try to talk to me, I'd just say, you know what, I'm okay. I'm alright, whatever. I'm okay. This is where I lead into the fact that as I got older, growing up, the women I would run into, play around with, I noticed that nurturing that your mothers give you, that you grow up with, I lost that at 14. And my mother was very nurturing. I ain't gonna lie, I was a mother's boy. Definitely. Through and through. I was taking that trauma and that pain and bringing it to my relationships. I transferred that energy into every single girl I messed with. So when this chick left me, it took me back to the feeling of losing my mother again. If that makes sense to anybody out there, that's what it did to me. I can remember where I was at, what I was doing, and what happened on the day that I first started to self-harm. We were going through an argument. I literally thought she was topping somebody off on the phone. Because think about it, if you're on the phone with your girl and you hear macaroni sounds in the background, if she not cooking, what else is it? Was she kissing somebody? What, she got the phone right up to the pot of macaroni. She like come on, man. Come on, I ain't got no proof, so I can't say she did, but it sounded like that's what she was doing. By the time nightfall, I finally get back in touch with her. She been ignoring my call all day after I said that to her. When she do answer the phone, it's not her on the phone. It's her cousin. You know, they from up top, so he got that real up top accent. He was like
boy, come on, man. Like, you going out bad, man. You going out bad, man. Like little cousin, man. My little cousin, she ain't feeling you right now, man. Like, give her some time, man. Give her some space, man. She not feeling you, man.
I was on fire after that shit, bro. At that point, it was principle. It was respect at that point. You made me, like, she made me feel like this small, bro. This small, my G. If you in love with a woman, she has that type of power over you. You just don't want to admit it. A secure man and everything. You know you got your shit in order. You know you good. You putting that thing down. She can still say such and such and still make you feel some type of way because it's coming from her. But if it was coming from the regular chick down the block that you just smashed 2 nights ago, you like whatever. But when she say it, it's like, God damn. You know what I mean? Like it's a low blow to you. I'm spazzing out on the phone. I'm spazzing. I'm like, you gonna disrespect me like that? Like dead ass? For real though? Like that's how we doing it? That's how you carrying it with me? Bro, I starts bawling. I starts crying. Like, cause I'm already feeling like she playing with me. I'm already feeling like you playing with my feelings. Mind you, in the middle of all this, I've already cheated before. I cheated before this argument. I even cheated after this argument. And after this argument, I thought I was justified for it. When this happened, she had moved, I think, 6 months before. And I should have told y'all that first. She had moved, so it's putting a rift between us. Mind me, y'all, these damn mosquitoes turn me up. That next day, I met up with another girl. I ain't gonna say her real name, but her name was Yaya. If I could build a chick, she would be a dark-skinned BBW with dreads and a beautiful smile. I meet up with this chick the next day. Of course, I'm taking my pain out on cheating. Don't even matter because after I get this nut, I'm still in pain. After I pop this pill, I'm still in pain. She actually wanted to really kick it with me. But I'm so engulfed with my main girl, I'm not even hearing her. I'm not even caring what she talking about. She don't know that, but I'm not even caring what she talking about, bro. While I'm chilling with Yaya, I get a call from her. And I make an excuse like, oh snap, this my dad. He want me to pick up my little brother. I took my cousin car to go see her. So I made it seem like I had to go talk to my dad, wanted to take the conversation outside, but it's really my main girlfriend. I'm like, hello? Yeah, what's up? All nonchalant, like she nonchalant as hell. Like, what you mean? Yeah, what's up? Like, I ain't talked to you all day. Like, what you mean you ain't talked to me all day? Of course you ain't talked to me all day. I can't talk to you, D. I can't talk to you right now. Like, look how you talking. You already talking crazy. And she was right. I was talking crazy. And I'm over here with another chick. Dead wrong. Further into the conversation, she just cut me off and say, look, D, I'm just not in love with you no more. I want to ask y'all out there, man or woman, have y'all ever heard them words before? Like verbatim though. Like, I know y'all probably heard things that sound like it, or you've heard a person describe not being in love with you, but have y'all ever heard the words verbatim said to you? This is your girlfriend or your boyfriend saying this to you, and you are madly in love with them. Have you ever heard that before? D, I'm just not in love with you anymore. Goodness. That joint cut so deep. It cut deeper than anything, bro. I didn't know what else to say, because after you say something like that, what else can you say? You can't go touch her. Bro, she all the way over there. She thousands of miles away. I was silent. I was like, all right, well. That was the first time I was calm about this whole situation. I was like, you know what, all right. She said, all right. I said, all right. I mean, can I do? We hang up the phone. I tries to go back and talk to Yaya. I go to knock on the door, and like she got a window on her door, and I can see her running up the stairs and look like she mad. Like, I'm knocking on the door, she ain't come back and answer the door. I knock on the door, she ain't answering the door. I call her phone, she not answering. I don't know if she knew what I was doing, but I figure I hurt her feelings. I gets in the car and I ride out. And then she actually calls me back like 20 minutes later, like, where you at? I'm like, I knocked on the door. I was knocking on the door while you was running up the stairs. Like, why you ain't answer? She said, because you was playing. You came over here to see me and go outside and talk for 30 minutes. Like, that's disrespectful, D. And that's what I mean. Like, I was taking my pain out on everybody, not knowing that I was doing it. I ain't even knowing that I'm hurting this girl, disrespecting her, but I don't care. I'm already in pain. Like, I don't care. The first time I did it, I was at my grandma's house, laying on the couch, and I was just tired. I went inside my box, took out 2 pink tins, popped them, went in the kitchen, grabbed the biggest kitchen knife I could find with the sharpest ridges, and I went in. The first one wasn't deep enough, so the second one, I went in deeper, and instantly, the pain was gone. And I want to let y'all know that I'm not encouraging this, promoting this. I'm not saying, hey, this will help you, because in the end, it didn't. That was just a substitution. And when it come back, I got to go do it again. This is what I have to show for it. When I figured out that this is taking this pain away for a while, I started merging the feelings. I got in such a dark place. I made this a ritual of mine that I'ma go play 3-6 Mafia, turn on Motivated. I already got my pills ready. I'ma pop me 2 10s and I'ma find me a new spot to cut. At the time, that shit was the best, worst thing ever. I should not be feeling this good about something so bad. I'm in here getting high, hands bleeding down to my legs. Like I got my hands on my legs because I done cut all my fingers up from my thumb to my pinky on both hands. My pills done kicked in, 3-6 Mafia playing, and I'm just at the edge of the bed rocking because I'm in so much fucking pain. It took me back to that pain that I had when I lost my mother. It took me back to that pain I had when she told me I'm just not in love with you anymore. It just took me back to every single thing that cut that deep. So I said, fuck it, why not cut myself? That's really what I thought. And I end up meeting the woman that I'm with now. The first night that we got together, we was in a room. She's 3 years older than me. I mean, she already talking to me about it and, trying to make me feel better about the situation. And she's nurturing that same feeling that I had with the chick before her. And when we got into that room and we about to lay down and, do our thing, we finish. While she's laying down, she's asleep. I wake up out the bed, go to the edge of the bed. I find me a new spot to cut. And I'm just at the edge of the bed crying. She's making me feel exactly how my ex was making me feel. I'm not thinking, oh, she gonna do it to me too or nothing like that. It's just that the feeling came back. She got up out the bed, got behind me, and hugged me. She didn't say, what you doing? Oh, you crazy motherfucker. Oh, what the hell wrong with you? Nah, she didn't say nothing. She just got up and hugged me and said it's gonna be okay. And sometimes, bro, that's all some of us need. Support system. And a lot of us don't have a support system. It got to the point where it started hurting. It actually started hurting now. I'm already hurt. So I don't even feel it. I don't even feel these cuts because I'm in so much pain. But as time go by, I can actually start feeling it now. By the time I moved in with her, I stopped cutting. Like I was officially done self-harming. I was still popping, but I was officially done with that because the pain was gone. And she was a big help in getting rid of that pain. I don't encourage y'all to jump from one relationship to another. That's just kind of how the cards fell for me at that time, honestly. The reason why you won't hear about that type of stuff in our culture, we are taught so much to keep stuff in. It's weak to speak on your feelings. You're considered weak if you let people know how you feel. You're considered weak if you do certain things out of emotion, especially if you're a man. I grew up thinking that I couldn't cry. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm a sensitive nigga, man. I'm a specific sensitive person. Put it that way. When it comes to my character, my kids, my family, like things that's really near and dear to me, I'm super sensitive about it. Like, that don't make you no sucker. That don't make you less of a man because you cry. It makes you human. We was literally raised to be robots. We couldn't be kids growing up because it was considered weak if you cried. We couldn't be kids growing up because it was considered weak if you went to go tell mommy how you felt. That's why a lot of women in our culture grow up not telling family members or telling close people that, hey, this happened to me until later on in life because we're so taught to not say nothing. And if you say something, you might get beat for it. You might get blamed for whatever happened to you. I know I can't break it in the whole culture, but I can do something here locally with my family. I want to break that cycle of not being able to love your child the way you should. It's not leeway in babying your child to love them. You can't tell me how to love my child. You can't tell me that if I don't discipline them more than I show them love, they're gonna come out soft. So you telling me the most important thing in the world that you want your child to learn and understand is how to be a tough mother. Of course, I want my son and my daughter to stand up for themselves. Stand on their own 2 feet. If you gotta throw your hands, all that is good. But I also don't want them growing up with so much trauma that that's all they run to. They don't even know how to diffuse a situation. They don't even know how to go into a conversation to where they can avoid the problem, avoid the smoke. If you really think about it, you were getting beat for being a kid. Don't just listen to what I said. I mean, really think about that. If a kid walks into a room and you see a juice sitting on the table, he's 3 years old. You already told him not to touch the juice. You told him one time, don't touch that juice. Do you really in your parent mind expect that 3-year-old not to still touch the juice? And if you telling me that you expect him not to, then you're fucking delusional. I've seen 3-year-old little black boys get their toe up for stuff small as that. You mean to tell me you couldn't talk to that boy? Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to him more than once. This is not an overnight thing. This is the grooming process. You have to constantly say these things. You gotta constantly tell him these things. You gotta constantly demonstrate it. Show him the right way to be. But when you go straight to the last resort, which is putting your fucking hands on them, how you think they're gonna grow up? What type of complex you think they're gonna have? What type of trauma you think they're gonna be living with? Find a better way to deal with pain, and find a better way to dish out your pain. You may be going through certain pains and you dish that pain out to your child. So now when that child grow up, they're going to be dishing their pain out to everybody else around them. Somebody got to break it. And I know I went in for a minute, but I had to get that off my chest. Look, I told y'all I'm a sensitive nigga, man. Come on, cut me a break. And man, I want to tell y'all something, but I can't tell y'all, bro. I can't tell y'all. I got to keep my mouth closed. It's a surprise. But y'all going to love it, though. Y'all stay positive. Think good and you will do good. I go by D-Jack, but you can call me D. And we out, baby.
I go extra hard on that hard flow.
Call me D.